a short introduction about myself and then move on to some of the facts that I learned about GMGW. Then I will share with you about the sales concept that I believe is very suitable for GMGW. And finally, one of my case studies selling GMGW. Okay. Like many others, I joined GE when I was still a student in university back in 2017. Along the way, I have achieved multiple awards ranking from SES to MDRT. Also, I had the opportunity to join the APR program and was lucky enough to graduate as one of the top students. It was a really useful program and it definitely equipped me to be more professional advisor. In 2022, I got promoted to agency manager, and 1 year after that, I got my first COT achievement together with GSPC Platinum. So today is mainly talking about GMGW, right? Based on my experience, GMGW is a product that is very suitable for someone who is very family oriented. Also, this person will love to pass his wealth from one generation to another. And also, this person will need to be someone who is somewhat rich financially, meaning he or she has extra savings for legacy planning. Also, due to these special features of GMGW, which is the good part, this part, okay, this person will still be able to purchase the plan even if he or she has health problem. So no need to worry about that, like whether we'll pass through the case or not. That would have okay, if they have like health problem that would have denied them from anything that requires a medical underwriting, the client will no need to worry about this because totally have no medical underwriting. Okay, and besides, there is no maximum entry age for GMG policy owner. Okay, at this point, we already can imagine our prospect to be someone who is financially wealthy and has the thought of passing wealth to multiple generations to come. So normally for a person to think of this, he or she will probably be in a higher age group and maybe it is difficult for this person to purchase any life plan. If this sounds like someone you might know, then the chance of him getting GMGW is high. Okay, it's a good news. Okay, I think the main selling point of GMGW will be its efficiency and cost effectiveness when it comes to transferring wealth. Because GMGW allows the appointment of alternate policy owner, secondary life assured, and change of life assured. All this can be done without extra costs. If we look at other asset class, for example, real estate, any change in the asset ownership costs money. Also, there is no tedious process to go through when someone decides to purchase this plan. Not even medical underwriting is needed for a maximum sum assured up to 1 million per life assured. This is definitely something that will be attractive to someone who is older in age and just feel lazy for anything. Okay, like what I have talked just now, GMGW provides a very good user experience in terms of how easy it is to purchase the plan and how good it is being an asset that can be transferred around without extra cost. My client also found the plan to be super convenient because he was not asked to do any medical checkup upon application. Because I think no one likes to go through a lot of questions and medical checks when they are trying to buy something, right? Yeah, so GMGW definitely already removed this concern. And also upon appointment of APR and SLA, my client also found that the entire process is extremely simple. There is no involved like any lawyers, brokers, or any market uncertainties. What they need to do is just to fill out the necessary form and wait for it to take effect. Someone they have good agents like us, what they need to do is just check and sign because we normally will just fill out nicely for them and super convenient. Okay, upon the transfer of wealth, the process is fast and straightforward. because GMGW is not considered as part of the estate. What this means is that it avoids all the tedious process of inheritance. So there is no need to go, no need to go the high court. The beneficiary no need to apply for GP or LA prior to inheriting the wealth. Okay, so it is very convenient for his children and grandchildren to receive the inheritance. Okay, Now I'm going to share on the self-concept that I have been using for GMGW. The concept that I believe suit this product the most is the legacy concept. GMGW is the vehicle for you to transfer, like for our clients to transfer their wealth across multiple generations without extra cost. Okay. So normally I will use an asset converter to explain this concept to my prospect. Okay, and what the table does is to compare movable asset like cash, immovable asset like real estate, and GMGW being the third type of asset. I will use 5 different metrics to compare these 3 types of assets in the comparison table so that the client will have a very clear view on GMGW advantage. Okay, now let's look at the table that I have used and let's go through each comparison matrix one by one. For the first one is speed. Okay, in terms of the speed of asset withdrawal, we can separate it into 2 different scenarios, before death and after death. For movable asset like cash in bank, shares, it is very fast to move around when the owner is still alive, but when the owner is no longer alive, the speed will drop immediately because as we all know, the money will be frozen and it takes months to defrost the money before you can move them around again. If there is argument, will be much longer, like we saw from the news or listen to the news, some might take up to few years to defrost the asset. Okay, and for the immobile asset, we will be looking at real estate properties, for example. I think all of us can agree that to move the ownership of property is not an overnight effort. Even when the owner is still alive, the process already involves multiple parties and many paperwork as well as legal processes. Things will only get worse when the owner is not alive anymore because just like movable asset, the property will get frozen as well. Now if we look at GMGW, definitely it is not as easy as the money in your pocket when you want to pass it around, but all you need to do is to fill out a form and wait for the magic to happen. Also, GMGW will not be frozen upon death because it will directly go to the nominee or change of life assured. This point alone already makes it a winner in terms of the asset withdrawal speed. So for the second part is creditor proof. Okay, this is the second metric that we will be looking at is whether the asset is creditor proof or not. For both movable and immobile asset, it is a clear answer that they are not creditor proof. Okay, they will be subjected to claims made by any legal debtor that the owner had, and this will bring the possibility of asset shrinkage. For example, unpaid income tax or outstanding mortgage are the most common debtor that might cause this asset shrinkage. As for GMGW, as it is considered an insurance policy, according to the Financial Service Act 2013, it will not be considered as part of the asset, so it will not be subjected to debts. This means that the asset will still be distributed regardlessly of the debt situation. This ensures the wholeness of the asset, which is something that the other 2 types of assets cannot guarantee. The third metric will be asset growth. For both movable and immobile asset, we can never guarantee a positive asset growth because we all know that market is unpredictable. One's misjudgment could severely harm the value of the asset when the market is bad. However, GMGW consists of the guarantee portion, can guarantee asset growth regardlessly of the market condition. Okay, and the moving forward, the fourth part is how precise can the distribution of asset be according to our client's wish. For movable and immovable asset, even if our client has a standing will, there is a possibility that the will get challenged when there is argument. For example, like the famous 电视剧 is like 溏心风暴, okay? This, when the wealth of a person is huge enough, then they might involve like a lot of argument when transferring the wealth. So this might alter our client wish and distribute the wealth not exactly like how our client would like to. As for GMGW, there is no way to challenge it, and it will only be distributed exactly like how our client would like it to be distributed. No question asked, because like at the very beginning, already been very transparent. Like they know this one is like the first life assured is who, the secondary policy owner is who, is very transparent. So when the policy owner is there, they already can make sure like, okay, they are all aware of this and avoid all the arguments like after the person is passing away. Okay. And lastly, we have the cost effectiveness as our comparison metric. For movable asset, even when there is a standing will, the beneficiary will still need to pay for the GP application fees of a few thousand ringgit, because like early this year, I just helped my client to settle this thing. So yeah, it's actually cost a few thousands for applying a GP. And for immovable asset, there will also be LA or GP application fees, whether the person has will or not. And on top of that, there might be outstanding mortgage. Also, if the value of the property is above 1 million, there will be stamp duty imposed if the person do not have will. Okay, all of these are going to add up to a pretty large amount of money. So I would say it has the lowest cost effectiveness for immovable asset. As for GMGW, there is really no extra charges, because like they just need to fill out the form and can transfer the wealth smoothly. This will ensures the wealth to be passed on to many generations with only growth ahead. Okay, in conclusion, for these 5 metrics have shown that GMGW is really a good tool for legacy planning, as it provided much more value than other asset classes out there. Okay, now I will share about a case study from me. Let's call the client Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A is a very successful businessman. I got to know him through a cold call back then, and surprisingly, he agreed to give me the opportunity to meet for a presentation. However, after the presentation, he was not so. And I also realized that he is not someone who believes in insurance. And to be fair, people with his wealth will not be worrying for hospital bills. He was a kind person. He just wanted to give youngster generation like me to have a chance to do presentation, even though he knew very well that he was not going to buy anything from me. That was the start of our relationship, and knowing that he is someone who does not believe insurance. So after that, I didn't mention anything insurance related with him anymore, because I also cannot find any suitable plan that can fit his need. However, I did not stop contacting Mr. A, okay, because I truly believe that he is someone who has priceless experience for me to learn from. and I just treat him as a respectable figure. Along the way, we have met for meals and I will listen to his life stories and his guidance for youngsters like me. Sometimes when I have plans that will be nearby his company, I will also check if he is free to meet like for chit-chatting because I always learn a lot from him every time we talk. I also learned that he is someone that truly cares for his family. Along the way, like we chit-chatting. Okay, so when GE offered two more insurable interest options, that is when I thought that the product might be a good fit for him. Okay, like he is a very family-oriented, wealthy man who will definitely like to extend his love to his children and some more his grandchildren. Okay, so this one is the insurable thing when allowed parents can buy for adult child. I think yeah, this plan might suitable for him. Okay, with this in mind, I share the plan with him on Christmas, and he decided to give 5 of his children 1 million each, a total of 5 million. Also knowing that he is someone who does not like long-term premium, so I suggested GMGW with 5-year premium term so that he can settle the payment as soon as possible. In the end, the case was closed with 200K annual payment per children, which is 1 million per year for 5 years. And here are the quotations that I studied before meeting him. Let's say for the son, the total premium paid is 1 million. And the guaranteed amount paid out itself is already 1.89 million. If we are adding the reinvestment part, it can go up to 3.3 million. Okay. When going through the plan, I think that the plan is a very secure vehicle for him to transfer his wealth. Since he is already very capable enough in generating wealth on his own, then what I can do is to ensure his wealth can be safely transferred to next generations without worrying if the wealth can be affected by debtor or any other risk. Okay, this page is showing how the total investment booster will become total investment value. I'm sure that Tracy will explain more on the technical part later, so I will not mention much here. For the second life assured, okay, this case, we will be looking at Mr. A's daughter. Similarly to the total premium paid is 1 million. Okay, and from here we can see that the guarantee payout is higher than the previous one because of the different entry age of life assured. So the key to this is the younger of life assured is the higher total cash payout the person can get. So what as compared to just now, here is like 4.9 million something. And also, yeah, same go to the other table, which shows how the total investment booster will become total investment value. We will leave the technical part to the professionals, so I will not get into details for this. Okay, so it's very fast. That's all for my presentation. I hope you all can get something out this sharing session, and most importantly, wish every one of you the best of luck to close your prospects successfully. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Janice. Can we give her a round of applause? Okay. So before we let Janice go, we have a few questions from the floor that we want to, ask Janice. So let me just pull up some of the questions. Yep. Yep. So we have a question from Lim Hui Ping. So Lim Hui Peng actually she asked, can Janice, would you mind to share your cold call script or technique, please? Like any tips or tricks on cold calling for our fellow colleagues here?
Yeah, sure. So actually it's a quite simple script. Like I think most of you can know like what the script is about. Like, hi, good morning, Mr. A. I'm Janice from Great Eastern Life, and I'm calling you to do a survey, like simple survey, to see whether you have an existing agent to service or not. Then the answer probably will be two. One is yes and one is no. If the prospect answer yes, then I will continue like, oh, okay, that's great. And I'm now actually I have like a good plan to share with you, something like that. Then will you have interested on that or blah blah blah? Okay, and the second answer when the prospect answer is no, I don't have any agent, then is the opportunity. Okay. Oh, I see. Because I'm aware that many of the clients actually they have bought a lot of insurance, but actually they don't aware what they're buying. So why not I'm helping you, okay, to do a policy analysis to see what coverage you have. And it's better for you when you know like if anything happen, then which can help you. And I'm also there to help you. Okay, then just make for an like make an appointment with him to meet out and get the info, something like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing on that. Actually, we also have another question from Lim Hui Peng. She actually asked, how do you keep warm with cold call person? Because it's someone that we just met, right? So how do we actually keep in contact with them, keep warm with them?
Because it's cold person, like first time meet the person, so don't have the warmth at all. So like as what I have talked just now is like when I free, I just drop by his company and then went for a chit chatting. Then when the because like many successful person out there, they actually love to share about their success story. So we just sit there and listen to them. They will be very happy and the relationship start. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
So thank you, Janice, for that. Yeah, so remember to, maybe when you're free, just go drop by your client's office also. Yeah, actually, we have another question. I've got a few people ask this. They ask, which fund did you select for your client?
Fixed income fund.
Yeah, fixed income fund. Then got one, there's one more question. This person doesn't have a name, but the person asks, if your client asks, the plan takes 20 years only to break even. So actually, how do you answer them for time pay?
Okay,
If
sure.
it breaks.
So for this plan, actually, I didn't touch a lot on the figure because if we mentioning the figure like everything, then the people will keep asking, hey, why, how come this year only break even? Then the focus point for them is no longer legacy planning, but instead they will more focus on the break even thing, like the figure thing. So because I aware of this and I know that this plan actually is not about like helping the client to earn a lot of money, but this plan actually can serve a good purpose for him to transferring the wealth to his children or grandchildren. So I mainly will focus on the legacy concept to showing that to make sure that he can pass on his wealth without any hassle. Because since he already so capable in earning money, so I just like since you're already so capable in earning money, then you may just like earn more money out there. Then my side, my job, okay, and my mission is help you to secure your wealth. Okay, so I will pass on the wealth to your generation. Make sure can the wealth be transferred? And I want since already they have the concept like this this money, okay, this wealth is for his generation, like for his children and grandchildren. So he actually didn't care about the break-even thing because this plan already need to like pass on to like many generation out there. So yeah, they won't care too much on this issue.
Yeah, I think we have also another question from Nelson Mark. He asked, can we know where you get this list? I'm assuming your cold call list. I think he's asking where do you find the list of people to call?
Okay, sure. Actually, I got this contact during my high school time because I'm from a Chinese independent school. Okay, so normally we want to find sponsor lah. Okay, every year because for the school anniversary. And one of my classmates passed this number to me. He said that this person is very rich. You can find him and ask for the sponsorship. So I keep the sponsorship listing until like when I start joining insurance. Then when I just learned the cold call, okay, and got the script, I just call him and practice lah. And very lucky he agreed to meet me. So yeah, that's the thing. Thank you.
I think we got another question. I think Chen Xiokping asked which option you select, IB or SB? I think
Okay,
it's talking about the new GMGW2 lah.
yeah, because this plan actually is I sold last year, so don't have the SB thing. So I use the investment booster. And if in the future got another prospect, I will see his situation, then only suggest him, like whether which one is more suitable for him.
Okay, understand. Oh, I think we got one question. Chong Jin Jin, she's very curious. How old is your client?
Oh, okay. So for the policy owner actually is 70 plus. And at the age cannot get any life plan. So yeah. So this plan is suitable for him.
We got a question from Dev. He asked, what will be your best advice if after a few years client wish to do some withdrawal as he sees some very good cash value? So
Okay.
if they want to withdraw the TIV, what will you advise them?
Okay. So if the person want to withdraw the TIV, then maybe he need the money. Okay, but I will see what is the situation and suggest him because like case to case basis. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if there's any other questions from the floor. Yep, I think other questions are mostly on technical.
Mm.
Wait, yeah. Oh, actually, there's one question from Dominatus earlier. He asked, how can we identify the quality client for this GMGW? Any tips? So how do you, what's your target client, or basically what he's asking? Quality client for this GMGW.
Okay, sure. For this, for the target market for this, for GMGW, actually, I would suggest for the rich enough people, like wealthy people, yeah, for sure, because only them have the extra money to do the savings, right? And where to find these clients? Because I think there are many rich people out there, so we can just see like also maybe like our friends, if they are rich enough and have the wish to pass on their wealth to next generation, then yeah, we can approach them for this.
We also have one question from Christy Lau. So Christy Lau has can we know what is your biggest objection for GMGW? So I think what it means like when you're sharing what are the main when you share to your client, what are the main objections that you actually receive from the client? Like the biggest hurdle, I would say.
Okay. So for this case, actually, do not have any objection. Yeah, because
Okay.
I think I already known him. I already know him for some times, and I know like what his concern. So before meeting him, I already prepare all the concern, like all his concern to explain to him to ensure that this really can solve his problem. So when he listened to my sharing, actually he don't have the objection. He only decide on the figures, like how much he want to prepare for his children.
Yeah, so very important for us to actually know what our client need lah before we actually go to them blindly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I think a lot of people are asking who is the PO and who is the LA. Maybe you want to take that.
Okay, sure. The policy owner is the father, and 5 children be the life assured.
Yeah. Then the 5 children are also adult child, right?
Yeah, adult child. All adult child.
So what's the age range of the adult child?
Adult child's age range is from 30 plus to 50 plus.
Okay, 50 plus. Very good. Still got money.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll take two more questions from the floor, then we have to, we can let Janice go already.
Okay.
Let me pick and choose. Okay, Chin Wei asked, did you use WhatsApp to follow up and how do you follow up? So in general, how do you follow up with your clients? I think what he wants to know.
Okay. You mean for this case or for like previous?
I think we can, you think if you don't mind, can share this case and also your experience with all your other clients.
Okay, so if in terms of like maintaining the relationship, yeah, I use WhatsApp because I want to know like whether he is in the office, so I need to text him first. Okay, so then this one will definitely use the WhatsApp. And when for this case, actually I also use WhatsApp to make appointment with him first. Yeah, to tell that like actually I have a like a wonderful plan, amazing plan to share with you because I found that actually this can really uh serve your needs, something like that. Then ask for a meetup. And follow-up part, for this case, don't have the follow-up part because like when I first meet him and presented to him, he agreed to take up the plan. So like it's quite fast. Yeah. And the person have the authority to do like because he is a very like dominant person, then he can make the decision very fast one.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay,
Sure.
last question. Okay, I think we got this question from Kun Tok Chun. He asked, is it quite common for prospect to ask for time to consider after presentation? So how do you handle this and how do you create urgency for them to, come faster submit the case?
Oh, okay. Because last time the insurable things company said is limited period, right? Yeah, so I just like copy the words, like copy the sentence to tell my client because I also not sure whether this insurable interest thing will extend or not.
So during November that time when we say it will be
Yeah,
until
it's
end of the
limited like
year,
last
then you
time.
just tell your client lah.
Yeah, because I'm also not sure whether this benefit will extend or not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually, we have a few people that are actually requesting if you can share your slides again because they actually wanted to take a screenshot of your slides, but they couldn't make it in time just now.
Okay, so I share now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. Which pages? Which page?
I think you can just go from the first page, then slowly we just let people screenshot whatever they want.
Okay. Think maybe from here.
Yeah, from here. May I know your IG ID?
Oh, yeah, we'll be on the last page.
You want to follow Lang Lui? Yeah, I think
Okay.
we go to the next one. Okay, whoever is screenshotting, maybe when you screenshot already, then you just tap OK, then we know that we can just go next or yeah, 10 seconds.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I think this asset comparison table is very important. So if you haven't screenshot, I think this is very, very important and very useful. Yep.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, thank you so much, Jenny. Okay, so her Instagram is right there if you want her Instagram. Yep. So I want to say thank you very much, Janice, for sharing, being so good, so nice, to everyone, and you're sharing your tips and tricks. I know it's very, I know a lot of producers, they're not willing to share, but at the end, we're all learning from each other. So yep. Actually, we would like, yep. So now I actually would like to pass the floor to Nicole. So Nicole, the head of SPDU. Yep. Nicole, over to you. Maybe you want to share something and also say some words to Janice as well.
Hi, good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually very excited to look at the number 700 plus. I was just telling my staff, okay, I want to talk a bit. I cannot let loose 700 of you actually on the screen. That's beside the point. Actually, I am very attracted to the speaker. So Lang Lui, okay, this morning. So Lang Lui and another one, Stella, is also looking forward. So Lang Lui talk also attract me, okay? So happened, I just curious because this is a very hard to come by talk that since last year we have people requesting, agency force want to hear from the producer. So this year we managed to get Janice, and it's really very, very difficult to get a speaker who's really willing to share. So thank you so much, Janice, for your sharing. And and I always like to listen to producer because producer speaks is different from us sitting in the office between the four walls. So the reasons why I just open up the mic to speak is basically just want to add on and enhance a little bit of the recent encounter that I had with some of the producer. Because last week I spoke to one of the GSPC producer. He was telling me some of the ideas. Actually, he went through the slides with me. So some from the slides, immediately I got a new idea. I was thinking that that this is good to just to share before. While I still have the memory here because I'm also getting old and my memory also very short. Okay, now also based on what Janice have shared, what I've gathered actually that GMGW, it is a product that move away from selling returns. It move away selling the cash value. It completely give you a new directions, a new way, a new concept of using an insurance tool, really using insurance tools to achieve the kind of what is so-called the protection needs that other product cannot be done. Okay, so this particular producer have something common. Last week I spoke to the GSPC producer, something in common that I found from what Janice have shared earlier on. Okay, now this is very much a relationship product, a people based on trust. Okay. Now, one thing that struck me last week that the GSPC producer shared with me, because he gave talks to other agencies as well. So when he said, that, he shared me that he gave talk to another agency. So the way he said that to the agency, saying that if you have not tried this product, you have to identify 10 customers whom you think were able to give you confidence in your conversations with them. Not every customer will can't have positive energy for you. So you find the right 10 customer for you to test your script, for you to test your, because the way the Janice present, it may not be the way that you can present. Even Janice customer, similarly, that willingly to buy, okay, the uncle, okay, the uncle willing to buy, pass the client to you, you may not able to close it. You know why? What is lacking is the relationship. It's the comfortable level of the customers with you and with Janice. Do you agree with what I said just now? Yeah. Even the customer is a ready buyer, may not be buying from you. Okay. In case Janice is not free, now you close my client. You may not able to close it because what is lacking is the relationship. So for you to, in order to build the kind of relationship, right, you need to find the 10% to practice. Not to say practice, but this is what he said, that you need to give confidence, because the leader said, right, whenever you encounter new product, new concept, if you choose the right people, I give you a kind of objection, you find that this product is so difficult, you don't have motivation, you don't have confidence, you will ignore the product already. So that's the first thing, that not simply to find any of them, but who are these 10 people able to give you the you have to train up your script, you train up your flow before you can aim for the bigger client. Okay, because I find that some of the questions that you ask, the cash value, if you ask those people who sell GMG, none of them will say that, they will point at the cash value. It's all about the concept. Okay, I'm actually very curious with this particular agent. I'm not sure whether he's an agent or competitor, because this person's name by the name called Dominators. Okay, you're very shy with your own name. So I just asked my staff to check whether do we have a Dominators agent in our agent listing. We have this flyer, okay, to circulate in a WhatsApp. It could be a competitor. So I hope that the Dominators who is asking question is a genuine agents. Okay, or next time you really give your real name lah. Don't give Dominators lah. Dominators or denominators are all this mathematics lah. Okay, or Terminator lah. Okay, luckily it's not Terminator. Okay, now there's one point. In fact, yesterday, a Banker colleague, we have a GMG product, a launch in a Banker product, but they don't really sell well. In fact, yesterday evening, that this Banker sales staff right approached me and asking me that able to do a sales talk to the bank staff or not. I said I give a sales talk also no point, right? Because because they got the instruction from the group. The group asked the Banker staff, hey, agency channel do very well, ma. Banker do not. It's very challenging after they launch the product. So I say, even I give talk for you, the Banker product, right? The Banker staff, the bank staff, like, the counter staff, the OCBC counter staff, they're not able to sell. You know why? What is lacking in the bank is basically a relationship. It's a relationship, because bank, I told them in OCBC, right? In short 5 years, I already changed 5 relationship managers. So how to talk heart-to-heart talk. So definitely in agency, you have an upper hand in selling this product compared to the banker. So I say, if I give talk, even they say, can I approach your agent to give talk? No point one, because your staff their staff. Okay, they're moving. Now they do bank. Next round they do other industries. So it's very different, I would say. Okay. Now that's one point. You find those people who have not tried this product, go and identify your customer, go and train up your script. Because if you know to utilize this product, you will find this product is super powerful, because all the things like it's GIO, and it's no longer talk about returns, and it's aiming for people who have K size. Just like Jenny said, there are many rich people out there, whether you seek out or not. Okay, whether you seek out or not. Okay, so I think that's the point I just want to emphasize. Other technical things, I think you have attended enough, or just for memory, refresh some of the things that my staff will walk through with you. Okay, so basically I'm not going through any slide. I just want to enhance that, some of the belief, the belief of this product are able to, we are the only product so-called at this moment. We have such a long term for you to say past generations, give generations. So far, none of the endowment in the market have this power script like us, can say that past to generations, because the endowment in the market always talk about short term, 20 years, 30 years. 20 years, 30 years, what do you look at? Return, okay, return. So that the past few years, return is not a product that you're able to speak up from the insurance company. So you cannot sell return using insurance product. It's actually is a wrong thing. It's a missell it. Okay, so utilize this the advantage that you have, the long what is so-called coverage term, and the ability of doing the appointment of SLA and APR and things like that. All right. So other company cannot. Other company, even they have long-term, right? Tapi they don't have SLA, they don't have appointment, APO, just a long-term endowment saja. But where we have a both, so you have the advantage. So we have actually seen an increase, a number of producer in the GMG, and especially right now we have the campaign 20,000, and you got a deal. So this one is actually a better conversation starter for you to actually to engage your 10 customer to give you the kind of experience that you can learn. Okay, so don't find anyone to splash you cold water. In Chinese we say splash you cold water, meaning to say anti-climate. You know, sometimes you talk to certain people, right? They suck your energy one. Even I talk to some of the agents, they suck my energy. I stop talking to them because life is really so tough. I have enough talking to agents sucking energy on. So I need to find energies from agents that we're able to share positive vibes. That's how we grow in life. Life is tough enough. Ayo, still young, Nicole. Ayo, thank you. Okay, this is very accurate. I like your honesty. Okay. I think that's why I should pass back the floor to I pass back the floor. I actually, my presence is not intended, but I see so many of you, and I must say something that to encourage you that this is the product that you aim at the right market, you will see the benefit of it, and you're able to fly easily. Okay, it's a benefit for both of you and also your customer. Definitely this product designed with a good intention. Okay, and that's why I think pass the floor back to you. Tracy. Okay, Tracy is also very pretty. I make sure I get a pretty staff to match the pretty speaker as well. All right. With that, I will just sign off already. Thank you so much. All right. Have a good day, everyone. So stay active. All right. Hope that this campaign will able to help you to first break your egg in GMGW. Okay, great one. All right, bye. Cheers.
Okay, thank you, Nicole, for joining us just now and sharing your insights with us. Yeah. So I would like to say thank you again to Janice for sharing just now. So actually, before we end the session, we actually have a short recap on GMGW2 that I would like to share with you all. So so it's a bit late, so I will go through the slides as quickly as possible, and then that we will also have a short Q&A session at the end. So let me share my screen here. Okay. Everyone can see my screen. Can see my screen. Maybe can you give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up. Okay, wow, a lot of thumbs up. Okay, yep. So yep, Still good morning, everyone. So we'll be continuing with our second part of the agenda for today. So actually just wanted to highlight here that in the afternoon at 2:30 p.m. we will actually be having another session by Stella Chong. So she will be sharing in Mandarin. So the session will be 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. later. So if you have time or if you understand Mandarin, you can tune in and listen to Stella Chong and also her take on GMGW as well. Yeah. So you can learn from both producers. Yep. And also to highlight here, actually we also have additional sessions for our GMGW2 briefing. So we will actually be having it on this Friday. So this Friday we will have English and Mandarin. So this will be the 2-hour CBD training. So if you haven't attended or you have attended but you still have questions, you can also join this session, because this 2-hour session will be a very detailed session as opposed to the one that we are doing now, because the one that we're having now is a very short recap just to highlight a few pointers. Yeah. So here I will also to highlight we are back with the GMGW2 booster campaign. So this booster campaign will give your client additional investment booster. So this campaign will only be until 30th April and you have to be in force no later than 31st May. So, and then it's for has to be minimum 20,000 AMP. So yep. So if you have any client that you want to close, maybe you can approach them on this, because this campaign will be end on 30th April. So if any client, please go and reach out to them now before the campaign ends. Okay. Okay. Maria, hold on, I'm having a bit of technical difficulty. Think open too many. Yeah. Okay. And okay. Let me just move over to another. Yep. And back at the other side. So sorry for everyone for this error. Yep. Okay, let's just continue. So yep, so as mentioned, the campaign period will end on 30th April. So if any client, please go and submit your cases now. Yep. So actually, what is the difference between the normal when your client buy without the investment, the additional investment booster? So this is actually the difference. So you can see here, for 5K, the original investment booster would be 12.5% of the BAP, but then now with the additional investment booster from the campaign, you're actually getting a lot more. So let's just say 100,000, you're actually getting additional 5,000. Plus your original 12.5 thousand, you'll be receiving 17.5 thousand. So this is actually free money from company to your customer. So this is a very hard to come by opportunity. So do leverage on this campaign now, say. So for entry age 46, and this is the one. So for as you all know, it's different distribution of investment booster between the ages of below 46 and above 46. And yep. So this actually separate example because a lot of people ask like, how do I know if I am eligible for this investment booster? Where do I see? So actually in this endorsement letter, you can see that we have written here that this endorsement is eligible for GMGW2 booster campaign. And then there's also the table. So this will be credited into your TIV law at the end of the policy year. So all this is written inside the endorsement. So yes. So if you want to find the sample endorsement, this is a pathway in ePartner. So go to department, customer acquisition, product information, traditional product, campaign and updates, and then traditional product. So this is where you will find the sample endorsement. Okay, so what's new in GMGW2? What makes GMGW2 different from what we already have previously? So the difference now is that we have two options for our investment booster. You can choose the investment booster and or survival benefit. So investment booster means that it will automatically credited into TIV at the end of every year, which is what we have previously. And then right now we have this new one, which is survival benefit. So survival benefit means the customer will receive survival benefit when it is payable at the end of every year. Okay, so at the end of every year, you will actually just get this survival benefit into your bank account. Okay. So there is 3 options available at this moment. So the first option will be 100% investment booster, 0% survival benefit. So this is the original structure. And then now we have option 2 and option 3, which is the new one. Option 2 would be 50% investment booster, 50% survival benefit. And then for option 3, it will be 0% investment booster and 100% survival benefit. So this would have to depend on your customer, what your customer prefer, where's their risk appetite, do they need the money now? So we create this flexibility to the customers to choose. So this can be done at the new business stage, and changes are allowed at customer service stage, which means that let's say now I choose option 3, but then suddenly I feel like maybe I don't want to take the money, maybe I just want to let it keep reinvesting. So I change back to option 1 during the CS stage. So this is very possible. Yep. This is a common question that we also ask. So just now, as we said just now, can I change the investment booster and survival benefit option in the future? Yes, you can. Anytime you can change. You just have to complete and submit the request for contractual changes form, which is PSF01 at others column. So what you have to write here is request to change percentage allocation from set 1 100% investment booster to set 2 50% and then 50%, or set 3, whichever one you're changing to and from. So this is actually a sample of benefit of having this flexibility. So let's say, for example, for the first 10-20 years, you choose to reinvest as savings, but then after that you are going to retirement, you don't have income anymore, and then you want some income, right, from this policy. What you can choose is to change to survival benefit, and then you will get the annual survival benefit credited to your bank account every year. So this is a retirement income. So this at the end, this creates flexibility, so it suits every person in different stages of life that they are going through. So this is the overview. So this is actually the product feature. So I'll go through this very quickly. If there's any question, or you want you need more pointers and more information, actually you can join the session on Friday, which we will be going through everything in a very detailed format. Yep. So GMGW2, as everyone know, there's 3 type of premium payment term: 5, 10, and 20. Policy term, there's 3, 70, 80, and 90. Minimum age is 14, and the maximum age for life assured will be as you can see here, 50 A and B will. So it depends on the premium payment term. So minimum annual premium is 6,000, and then maximum annual premium is 1 million, and 1 million is on per life. So let's say just now, what Jenny shared, her client has 5 kids, right? So you can buy 1 million on every kid. So you're cashing out 5 million AMP lah, for example. Yep. So there's no medical underwriting, and just now Janice also mentioned, very hassle-free, very easy because no medical underwriting. There's also no financial underwriting except for AMLA and compliance guideline. There's also 3 attachable rider, which I will go through with you later. And then so our special feature of this product is, of course, the appointment of APO, SLA, and CLA. This is what differs us from other insurance company and other products. So this is actually the breakdown of the investment booster credit. So investment booster says the survival benefit. What are we getting every year based on our annual premium? So this is the breakdown. Okay, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. I won't go through one by one as time is limited. Yep. So okay, so I think this is a very, very important slide, because we always get questions from from agents, who can be APO, who can be SLA, who can change their life assured to. So this is a bird eye view of everything. So you can just look here for if you want to see like whether who can be APO, who can be SLA, everything you can just refer to this table right here. Okay. Yep. So this is also another bird eye view of things. So you always have like your customer. Let's say this customer, he is single. Should he buy or should he not buy this policy? Or who can be the APO, who can be SLA? So if you're single, you actually cannot appoint any APO, and you also cannot appoint SLA, CLA. But then the only way for you to pass this policy to another person is through nomination. And besides that, we also have a lot of question about married without children. So you're married but you don't have kids. So who can you be? Who can be your APO? Your APO can be your parents, can be your spouse, can be your sibling. and then your accelerator can be your spouse. The reason behind this is actually you do have to note that for first-hand policy means you buy for yourself, you have to appoint both APO and SLA. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of this. I think this is also very useful, as you know, these are the profiles that we normally encounter. Go through a sample quotation. So we are looking at one case study, which is Tempeh. So Tempeh will be based on this investment booster slash survival benefit. So actually, I want to show you guys in MPOS. If you haven't, as I knew, I hope everyone has tried to do quotation, already gone to MPOS and already tried to do this GMGW2 quotation. So actually in our quotation now, this is the second page when you choose the funds, there's one box there that says, that gives you the option to choose how many percent are you investing in, how many percent you want to put in investment booster, and how many percent you want to put in survival benefit. Okay, let's jump right into the sales illustration. So as mentioned earlier, just now, we are choosing a 10 premium payment term, 10 years premium payment term, and then the life insurance is 1 year old. 1 year old, and then your annual premium is 100,000. Coverage is 89 years. So this is based on option 2, so 50% investment booster and 50% survival benefit. So you can see here, survival benefit and investment booster is paid half and half. So 11,250 will be straight away credited into your bank account, and then this 11,250 will be credited into your TIVs, and then it will be used to buy the funds that you have chose previously. Yep, so you can see here, this is the total cash value at the end during maturity. So for scenario X, it will be 3 million, and for scenario Y, it will be 10 million. And then as mentioned, when half of the investment booster will be credited into the TIV. So this will be the breakdown of the TIV. Okay, so this is also another sales illustration. This is based on the third option, which is 100% to survival benefit. So you can see here, survival benefit here, everything is 22.5 thousand, and then 0 is credited to investment booster. So what will happen to the total cash value? You can see here it will be 850 for both scenarios. The reason is because this 850 is the maturity benefit. So I'm sure everyone know by now, for 10K, the maturity benefit is 850% of your annual premium paid. Okay, so this is the 850%. So this is guaranteed. Yeah, as there's no investment booster, so there is no TIV. So this is the original version, which is 100% into investment booster. So as you can see here, the total cash value at the end is definitely way higher compared to the first other two, because it's 100% into investment booster. You're not taking any money out of the policy. So for scenario X, it'll be 5.2 million, and then for scenario Y, it'll be 21 million. This is TIV. So to get this number, it is just the end here plus the 850,000 maturity benefits. So but then at the end, if you choose to do 100% investment booster, you still have the option to do partial withdrawal of your TIV. So you can just submit PSF 33 if your customer wants to do partial withdrawal on their TIV. Okay, so this is actually how you can see every 10 years how much is increasing, how much is your total cash value increasing. So from 20th year to 30th year, you're at 600,000, 900,000. Every year you're adding this large sum amount into your total cash value. Yeah, but this is not guaranteed. At the end, we are basing on this is actually based on 100% Lion fixed income fund. So this will differ based on the fund you chose as well. So here is a recap on the attachable riders, just like I mentioned. So there is 3 riders that is attachable for GMGW2 at this very moment. So one is a GIO 1 and 2 is full underwriting. So to give a very bird eye view, so the for the GIO one, it will waive the premium if there is TBD or death. However, as is GIO, it will only cover 20,000. As you can see here, they are only covering a maximum of 20,000 per life. Yeah. And then as opposed to the other 2 riders, which is the 2 newer riders, which is CI Premium Waiver Rider and Payer Waiver Extra Rider, these 2 are actually full underwriting riders, but then the coverage is as much as the basic premium. So let's say your basic premium is 1 million. We are also giving a 1 million waiver to you. Yep. So okay, so this is something that we want to highlight. So actually this is about the investment booster campaign. So let's say your annual premium is 100,000. So you can see if you are doing payment mode monthly, your installment premium will be 8,333 ringgit and 30 cents. If you use this and times 12, means your annual premium paid total premium paid is 99,999.60. It's not 100,000, you're paying this amount. So if you are for the investment booster, you will not be receiving the 100,000 tier. You will be receiving the below 100,000 tier. So this is something that you have to highlight to your customers. So what I would suggest is definitely count if you're doing monthly, maybe add another 1 ringgit. So instead of 8,333.3, you pay 8,334, 8,334, just to make sure that you are paying 100,000 annually. Okay. As mentioned earlier, so you can see here in the SI, you're actually paying 99,999.6. Yeah. So just like I mentioned, 100,000. So actually, what means that is your client is supposed to get 5,000 campaign reward, but then at the end, they're only getting 4,000, and then they're gonna ask you why. Why? I thought I paid 100,000. But then after that, you have to go through the procedure of explain to them is 99,999.6, which is something that everyone wants to avoid. So this is something that you really have to keep in mind, and then you help your customer count and tell them, oh, pay like 1 ringgit extra to get what extra 1,000 ringgit. Yep. So this is something that I want to highlight here. So yeah, just a short reminder, this campaign will be available until 30th April. So we have 1 week, 7 days left. So please do leverage on this. I think this is a very, very good campaign that we have now, especially with the introduction of GMGW2. Okay, so lastly, you saw which everyone outline and understand your grade. Let me see if there's any questions from the floor. Sorry, yeah. Oh, okay, my colleague has answered all your questions. So yeah, thank you. Okay, if absolute assign Lim Tek Mui. If absolute assign, does the stamp duty apply to yearly premium or total premium? Example, premium annual. It will be based on the annual, which is the basic sum assured. Yep. Thank you. Okay, yep. So a quick reminder, do remember to tune in for this GMGW2 this CPD session. If you have not registered yet, please don't register for this session. If you have registered but then if you have already attended but then you want to attend again, then feel free to attend as well. Meaning the stamp duty applies to RNR instead of yes. it will be based on 10,000 ringgit, the annual one. There is no maximum. For policy owner, there is no maximum age, but for life assured, there is maximum age. Let me just quickly. Yep, so for life assured, the maximum age is here, so it depends on the premium payment term. So over here. Yes. So no wonder Jenny's client choose. Yes, because some of her client is older. Okay. Yep, so there's no further question. I'll end the session. I'll see you all. I'll see some of you guys on Friday or during the later session. So later we'll be having another sharing Mandarin session. Hope to see you guys there as well. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.